There's a point where work doesn't feel hard anymore. It just feels kind of pointless. And that's much harder to deal with. Most people think burnout is about exhaustion, long hours, too much pressure, no energy left. But that's not what I'm talking about here. This is something quieter. You're still capable, still competent, still turning up, but the meaning has started to drain out. The job hasn't changed, you have. This tends to happen once retirement becomes real. Not imminent, just possible. Once you know you don't have to do this forever, staying becomes much harder. Every meeting feels longer. Every minor issue feels heavier than it should. Not because it's worse, but because it no longer fits. It's like wearing a coat that used to keep you warm, but now just feels restrictive. The tricky part is this. From the outside, everything still looks fine. You're doing well. You're being sensible. You're earning, saving, planning. So you tell yourself you should be grateful. And that creates guilt. Because how do you complain about something you're lucky to have? That guilt keeps a lot of people stuck longer than they need to be. They don't leave because the job's unbearable. They stay because leaving feels unjustified. And that's exhausting in its own way. There's also a strange loss that comes with this phase. Work stops being the main thing, but nothing's fully replaced it yet. You haven't retired. You haven't fully moved on. You're kind of in between. And being in between doesn't give you much to hold on to. And this is where people start to feel disconnected. Not angry, not desperate, just quietly misaligned. You start asking questions like, why am I pushing this so hard? How many more years of this am I prepared to trade? And there's no clean answer. That uncertainty is heavier than workload. What I've learned is this. This feeling doesn't mean you're ungrateful. It doesn't mean you're lazy. And it doesn't mean you've failed to cope. It means your identity is shifting faster than your circumstances are. And that's uncomfortable, but totally normal. The danger is pretending it isn't happening. Because when you ignore it, it leaks out in other ways. Low mood, irritability, detachment. You start doing the job, but you're not really there. Your body turns up, your mind's already left. The goal isn't to rush retirement. It's to recognise this phase for what it is, a transition. And transitions are messy. If this resonates with you, you're not behind and you're not broken. You're just further along internally than your calendar suggests you are. And that's something you need to acknowledge to yourself.